Hey guys, welcome to my video for Season 37W06 versus Space Bastards. Today we'll be bringing in Omega Sentinel, White Magneto, and Human Torch. First fight on 1A, Masochism Over Time versus Immortal Hulk. We're using Omega Sentinel with the heal block pre-fight to just counteract Masochism completely. We'll start off getting rid of Masochism and then putting up the heal block. Goal of the fight, just try to keep the heal block debuff up the entire fight, either through new debuffs or pausing it. Biggest issue of this fight is just Immortal Hulk being completely passive and waiting out the pauses and the debuffs. So lots of time to just sit around and wait for him to finally decide to do something. But other than that, it's a pretty basic Immortal Hulk. Yeah, it's just trying to bait out another special. And he finally throws it, so get Masochism on cooldown, get the heal block, launch a special 3 so he can get big incinerate damage. And then for the rest of the fight, we'll try to keep both of those debuffs paused. And hopefully, let him die before he gets to 16 gamma so he never goes immortal. Yep, he's melting down nice and fine. Getting close to regenning, but he should, melt out here right about now. Nothing difficult there, just keeping up the debuffs and not letting him heal. All right, next fight, we've got Mephisto on 23 with Human Torch with the Flame on pre-fight. Biggest issue here is going to be Power Focus 2 with his aura, so we throw on an invulnerability boost just in case anything happens. But other than that, it's just a bubble shield and brute fight, so just have to watch how many blocked hits I've taken. But no, even if everything goes horribly, it's still a Mephisto versus a pre-fight Torch, and he's just gonna melt. So we're at 10 on the bubble shield, so we gotta bait out the unblockable there. And it's back to just letting him burn to death. Don't do a great job of not taking a lot of blocked hits, especially on the special 1. But it doesn't really matter in this fight. Next up, we've got a Domino over on node 24, and with Omega Sentinel, it's gonna just be a duel, because she turns off every single one of these nodes. Gonna apply the heal block just so we don't have to deal with willpower at all, but yeah. 3 nodes on this fight don't matter, because Domino doesn't get an armor up, she doesn't get a regen, and Omega Sentinel is immune to Nullify. So yeah, it's literally just a don't let Domino evade. Don't get confused by the short stun when she's lucky. Other than that, basic Domino fight. And Omega Sentinel can't get any crit fails, so don't have to worry about that either. I believe this was a Sig 200 rank 4 Domino, so against anyone else that could crit fail, it could have been bad. Made a pretty bad decision there to combo into the special she could have evaded, but still had the invuln from the previous fight, so would have been fine. And we also had the 10 armor ups for any auto blocks. And Domino also melts to the incinerates. And then next fight, we're going to go up 3B against a Warlock with White Magneto. did end up taking willpower off for this fight. You can see the 3 mastery points unused up top, because this was once again another rank 4 SIG 200, and I didn't want to deal with any of that degen if White Magneto didn't fail any of the pre-fights. Advanced power boost here was mostly because it was about to expire, but also just so we could try to get the armor up removed with an armor break debuff on Magneto Special 1. And then try to build up some prowess just so we can do some damage on these specials. And yeah. So this node, basically when there's a 30% chance per armor up for it to cause a hit to glance. And yeah, the goal here is just to keep the armor up off of him with special ones, and try not to take any shocks when I'm infected. Other than that, no. White Magneto versus a metal champion goes pretty well. Not as quick as the red Magneto, but he's not as fun. And also because I need White Magneto for pre-fights for the next fight. Yeah, so far he's failed the armor break from coming back. I think he's about to get it back for the first time. And he glances a special one, so we don't armor break him, but he's at 10% health, so it doesn't really matter. And there goes Warlock. White Magneto is still pretty good. And next fight, we've got Conflictor, Longshot. I'm going to place my own White Magneto guidance pre-fight, and then had someone else place the Human Torch Flame on pre-fight. So there's no chance of placing any actual debuffs, so Conflictor is turned off. Goal here is basically just do 2 hits while he's stunned, and to not get the prowess, and then throwing special one's probably a bad idea, just because he does get good karma when he's not stunned. But he's going to be stunned enough that we'll just be able to remove those easily. And then other goals, try not to dex, just because there's no need to. You can just either parry or just block the specials, and the special one's not going to do any damage as long as he's not in Pure of Heart. And there goes Longshot. It's going to be sad seeing Human Torch banned for the next 2 seasons after this one, but gotta use him while he's available. And finally, we've got the Doom boss with Omega Sentinel. Did change up my masteries here quite a bit. Put on max inequity. Put on recoil. Starting also in the heal block here, just because Doom, is a conduit defender, and the goal here is going to be just like we did with Immortal Hulk and go to the special 3 to keep up the max incinerates. So yeah, we start with the pause, so we don't have to wait, don't have to rush in to get the heal block paused after this. But yeah, did have a couple bad SB1 dexes, but that's what the vulnerability boost is used for. And then yeah, the goal of this fight, get the heal blocks up, pause it, dex a special 1, pause the debuffs, wait until we get to the special 3. And then here, bait out a special. And I did think about running in, but I decided just to block a hit, just so we wouldn't trigger dex before the special 3. So we can immediately pause the incinerates afterwards. And after the special 3, it's literally just pause the debuffs, bait a special. Pause the debuffs, bait a special. And the fight's just going to be over because Doom is going to continuously take 3,200 damage a tick for the rest of the fight. Like 31. What happened there? But yeah, pause the debuffs, get hit by a special one because got to be a scrub every once in a while, and yeah, go back in, pause the debuffs, and could have thrown a special 2, but in case something happens, just wanted to save up for a special 3. I'm using the special 3 because I did see Fintech take this fight last season, and he tried to weave in the special 2, but with trying to get the debuffs up and doing it while the aura is off looked a little uncomfortable, and Finn had mentioned the SB3 might be the better way to do it, and it works pretty well because you can see Doom dying to 71% incinerate damage. Yeah, that was my fights for this war. See you next time.